8 hard dating truths men learn too late. Women simply don't ignore men that they like. If she isn't initiating conversations or texting you back, she's not that interested. Number 2, I'm just a girl is her way of weaponizing femininity to avoid accountability while still wanting the benefits of adulthood. Move on, bro. If you have to spend money every time that you want to hang out, that's not dating, that's an invoice. Number 4, absolutely never sacrifice your peace at the expense of your respect. Don't keep repeating yourself, just remove yourself. Number 5, you'll absolutely never get the same level of love and respect from a woman who's not attracted to you. The quickest way to tell if she's attracted to you is by how much physical contact she initiates. Number 6, neglecting your needs or dismissing your feelings is also a form of. It's not always physically yelling and cursing, bro. Number 7, I want you to stop apologizing and taking fault for that you didn't do. She's an adult and she is more than capable of expressing her emotions. And lastly, absolutely never take back a woman who has left you for another man. You'll end up tolerating all type of disrespect. But I hope this video helps. Peace.
Look, I'm going on a 3-week trip without my husband, and I cannot even remember the last time he stepped foot in the kitchen. So to make his life a little bit easier while I'm gone, I prepped 3 weeks worth of meals for the freezer. For breakfast, I made sandwiches that—
This woman's video just ruined the day for so many other women, based on the comment section if you go there. What's crazy to me is that this is something that we continue to see, where a woman posts anything positive about doing something for her husband or boyfriend, and she ends up getting so much hate in the comments from other women. And not only that, but her husband or boyfriend, he also gets insulted by them. He is labeled as some sort of incompetent baby. No, ladies, it's just that some relationships are designed the way that one man and one woman want it to be. And sometimes that includes some amount of traditional gender roles. So if a woman really likes to cook and she likes to have the kitchen be her domain, this is absolutely what it's going to look like. She is going to naturally want to do those things, because I guarantee you, it is not that the husband is standing there saying, make me my meals, lady, for 3 weeks if you're going to be gone. It is just not happening today. By the way, I'll tag the full video below, but those meals look delicious, and I think I'm going to have some ideas for when baby comes.
I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes men really disgust me because
sometimes some women's actions really embarrass me, but go on.
Because why did I just see a girl standing with her boyfriend outside of the car to put gas? Like they were together putting gas.
Really is quite amazing how some women are always in other people's relationship business when they don't seem to be in one of their own.
First of all, the guy's putting the gas, so like, why the is the girl outside?
What exactly are they complaining about now?
I bet that guy fucking guilt trips his girlfriend and is like, I always have to get out and put the gas, so she like got out with him. Because why the are you standing outside in the cold with him to put gas? Just stay in the car.
It's really quite amazing. Some women will actually make up little scenarios in their own mind so that they can find a way to be offended so that they can make a video about it.
Unless it's even worse and she got out because she paid for the gas. I don't know, I didn't see, guys, but I don't think I've ever gotten out of the car to put gas with someone, like alongside someone. Like if you're putting the gas, there's no need for me to get out. What the was that?
I don't get how some individuals get so offended over what other people are doing, minding their own business. But at the end of the day, my theory is that the couple just looked too happy, and that just upset someone.
Ladies, let me tell y'all something. You can't sit up and tell me that you want a high-value man, but you don't want what comes with him. What comes with the high-value man, Naomi? A high-value man is a man that knows his self-worth. He's going to know that he deserves more than one woman, honey, because he don't work too hard to get them houses, them cars, them degrees, them businesses going, them investments. He done work too hard. Why would he just settle for you? There are men that won't just settle for you, but baby, he got something going on the side because he got women flocking after him. Because it's in his nature to be with multiple women. A lot of them will call him a cheater or whatever you want to call him, but really he's being a man. So before you try to get you a high-value man, you better be ready to accept the other women that's coming with him. And I'm not just telling you this to bring you down. I'm just giving you some awareness and some truth, honey. You want a high-value man, you better know what comes with him. Don't shoot the messenger.
If a man asked you your body count, would you be honest with him or would you lie?
I would be honest with them. I don't really care about being honest with them or anything like that, because I feel like if a woman is lying about her body count, then that just means she's ashamed, and there's no reason to be ashamed about your body count. Because if you're ashamed about your body count, then you're just lowering yourself to the standards that society is painting women out to be.
So you're 20 now.
Okay.
What would you say yours is?
What's mine? I'm not comfortable saying that.
But what makes you comfortable to share it with a man, but not in this scenario?
I mean, I wouldn't really be comfortable like sharing that with a man unless I was like very close to dating him, like kind of talking to this man. Then I would be close to like, then I would tell him, like, if I was about to date you and like we're talking and like we have like emotional intimacy and connection, I would tell you my body count, and it's up to you whether or not you're gonna stay with me.
But you wouldn't want to share it with the viewers.
No.
What do you think they would think if they knew what it was?
I mean, they wouldn't think it was crazy or anything like that, but it's just like, it's really none of anyone's business, like what my body count is, unless like I was actually gonna do anything with you.
Would you say it's over or under 5?
Over. A little over, a little over.
So why do you think society judges women based off of how many men they've been with?
Sexism is still a thing, and men still think women can pull men easier than men can pull women. So it is easier for women to catch a body than it is for men to catch a body.
If a man asked you your body count, would you be honest with him or would you lie?
I would be honest with them. I don't really care about being honest with them or anything like that, because I feel like if a woman is lying about her body count, then that just means she's ashamed, and there's no reason to be ashamed about your body count. Because if you're ashamed about your body count, then you're just lowering yourself to the standards that society is painting women out to be.
So you're 20 now.
Okay.
What would you say yours is?
What's mine? I'm not comfortable saying that.
But what makes you comfortable to share it with a man, but not in this scenario?
I mean, I wouldn't really be comfortable like sharing that with a man unless I was like very close to dating him, like kind of talking to this man. Then I would be close to like, then I would tell him, like, if I was about to date you and like we're talking and like we have like emotional intimacy and connection, I would tell you my body count, and it's up to you whether or not you're gonna stay with me.
But you wouldn't want to share it with the viewers.
No.
What do you think they would think if they knew what it was?
I mean, they wouldn't think it was crazy or anything like that, but it's just like, it's really none of anyone's business, like what my body count is, unless like I was actually gonna do anything with you.
Would you say it's over or under 5?
Over. A little over, a little over.
So why do you think society judges women based off of how many men they've been with?
Sexism is still a thing, and men still think women can pull men easier than men can pull women. So it is easier for women to catch a body than it is for men to catch a body.
Ladies, let's get this notion right now. I'm tired of hearing y'all say he fumbled me. No, he didn't. He turned you over to the other team. You was no longer needed on that team. You wasn't even a good person. We talking about being a good. You're not a good person. A good woman wakes up every day and takes accountability and responsibility for their life. You get what I'm saying? They read their Bible. They get in it. They have self-regulate their emotions. They're a good person. They're good people. They don't put their boss above their man. They don't put social media above their man. They don't put so-called friends above their man. A good woman will always respect her man and put her man first. But not you. You go get on there and play victim. You gonna get on there and say, everybody, he's controlling me. How is he controlling you when he care about you? Because he's protecting and providing for you. You just not a good person. But you want to say somebody fumbled you. I guarantee you that you're a loser. I guarantee you that you're going to end up back worse than you was before you met him. He's doing a good deed for you and putting you in position. But I guarantee you, if he leaves you, you leave him, you will not do better than a good man. You will go back to what's comfortable. You got to operate in chaos and deal with a who going to let you drink, smoke, and crash out, and you're going to be worse than you ever was. You can't do better than a good man. Sometimes that one good man is you is your blessing. But you going to fumble that. He didn't fumble you because you're not a good. You're not even a good person. You're a loser. You're a loser all on your own because that's what you do. You only know how to operate in chaos and be a loser. So quit telling people that he fumbled me when you fumbled your own life. You're not even good at being a good person to yourself, loser.
Men are starting to see, and not only see, but really sit and observe and understand the behavior of a lot of these modern women. And so when they say, okay, now we're going to start creating a playbook of this behavior leads to this. And this is why so many women were upset with Kevin Samuels. Because he's looking at it and saying, but like a lot of men are, like a lot of men were, we're looking at your behavior and saying, okay, this leads to that. This, and then playing the matching game. Okay, this leads to that. This is here, sometimes here. And it's really a whole playbook. I don't know if you've ever seen some of these plays that the NFL, some of these NFL teams have, but it's pretty, you look at it, it's pretty complicated. You don't understand it. That's where modern women are. They look and they don't understand men, but men understand exactly what modern women are going to do, where they're going to go, what they're going to say. They already have it. And it's because they studied you. And now they say, oh, I know exactly where she's going to go. I know exactly what you're going to do. No, I'm not going to do that. And modern women try to call dummy plays and audibles and stuff like that. But a man is saying, I already know what you're going to do. I already know what you're up to. And modern women can't stand that because a man is not falling for her stupid tricks anymore.
Men, when you're seeing a woman or dating a woman and she says she has guy friends, you need to shut that down and run. Let me tell you something about the friend zone guys. Women that have guy friends that are in the friend zone, they're only there because they're on standby. They're not capable of going out and getting a woman like that on their own. So they sit around, wait around until the opportunity presents itself, and then they fall into place. They're beta, okay? That's the worst scenario you can have. Ladies, you have guy friends, you're gonna have a hard time in relationships. It's not that men are jealous, because if my girl steps out on me, then I'm gonna shake the dude's hand and say he did a better job than me, but I don't deserve that. Also, he saved me the drama. But if you got, ladies, if you got guy friends, you're wrong. That's the guy you should be with. When I was single, I go, oh, we can be friends. I don't want to be friends with you and hang out. There's no value for me to be friends with you and hang out. Here's where I am in life. Successful financially, I invest in startups. What value are you bringing to the table and why am I hanging out with you?
The more you chase a woman, the faster you lose her. The more you treat a woman better than yourself, the more she thinks you don't deserve her. The more you love her, the easier it is for her to treat you like trash and dump you. With women, it's never about doing more for her. It's about her doing more for you. Relationships and marriages work better when the woman, 1, loves the man more than the man loves her. 2, when the woman chases the man while the man chases his purpose. Anything out of this formula will end up in total destruction. It's the game. You can't blame the players. Blame the game. Women are just naturally built that way. The only time you should chase a woman is when you are wooing her. After she is accepted, you need to stop chasing her and focus 70% on chasing your goals and becoming a better version of yourself. Any woman you are busy chasing will in turn end up chasing another man that is not chasing her. Don't yourself. Focus all your energy on getting a better life for yourself. Be wise. Stay toxic.
Speak to the women who walk around with their chest puffed out shouting how they don't need a man.
They ain't masculine, and that's why they don't have no good man. And because they think they want a masculine man, but what they really need is a feminine man, and they really need to get rid of all that ego and come back to earth and realize that, you know, show me one beautiful, striking person and I'll show you another one who's sick and tired of them. As the saying goes, come back to earth. You know, some people just really be out here living in Delulu land. Like, you really aren't as dope as you think you are. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I really feel like the biggest lie that women tell themselves is that they have all of these options, but they don't. Social media is like really destroying women for real.
If you're average attractiveness in online dating, you have to swipe right 200 times to get a single coffee. If you set up 5 coffees, you'll get 1 will actually show up. 4 of the 5 will ghost you and decide later on they don't actually want to meet up. So a young man of average attractiveness in online dating has to swipe right 1,000 times. So he gets validation for 1 coffee. He gets validation that he has no worth to the other sex. He loses confidence. He starts engaging with people because he has less opportunities for random encounters where he has to develop those skills. And slowly but surely he sequesters from society, and at some point he just is not really savable. He just never develops those skills around friendship or romantic relationship.
Why do women regret leaving this type of guy? I'm about to tell you in this video. First off, it took them a while to commit to begin with. Then when they finally do commit and they're settled and they're in a relationship, and a woman decides to either end the relationship, they cheat, or they do something that betrays this type of man's trust. Essentially, when you hurt this type of guy, ladies, there is no coming back from that. It's almost an impossibility. And the thing is, women will come back because this type of guy is rare. There aren't many like him. And if he's in your life, he's probably an asset. So hold on to him, cherish him, and try hard not to betray this man's trust. Because once he's gone for good.
Why do you believe that most white women marry up and, minorities, black women marry down?
Because white women have been trained by their mothers to marry up. The man is supposed to take care of you. The man is the head of the household, where a lot of times, a lot of our sisters have been told that black men ain't. You feel what I'm saying? I can do it for myself. I made it on my own.
Do you think that is why in society it is sometimes deemed the angry black woman is more masculine, whereas you see a lot of brothers getting with white women because they're more submissive?
Did you see the NBA draft class this year? It's a bunch of high yellow brothers like me and him in that class. So what you think? Absolutely.
The fastest way to lose a good man is not what you think. It's not cheating. It is becoming the one thing that he can't recover from at the end of the day. You see, men, we're already fighting the world. We got work pressure, money, bills, uncertainty, expectations. If home feels like another battlefield, if home feels like I'm going to war, he's not going to stay long. Men don't leave because someone prettier shows up. They leave when peace disappears. So if every conversation is a challenge and every decision is a fight, that's not a partnership. That's a lot of pressure. Men need softness too, where life is hard, and respect where the world doubts him. So ask yourself, are you his peace or just another problem?
Women are attracted, generally speaking, the research shows, to men based on 3 reasons. The third is kindness. They don't want someone who's going to be a good person. They're impressed by men who are good to their parents and kind and go out of their way to help people when there's no reciprocal expectation. The second is intelligence, because the smarter you are, the more likely you are to make good decisions and protect your family's offspring. And by the way, the fastest way to communicate intelligence is humor. The most important thing, though, to women, and people don't like to admit this, is the man's ability to signal future resources. It's not even he has to be rich now, but he has to have his act together such that he looks like he will be a decent provider.
You said, I've taken more than you, so I have more experience with men. I'm telling you, I not only grew up in social services, but I grew up on the streets. And where I'm from, if you're a woman on the streets, you either man the up or you get pimped out. So I have plenty of experience with men. I have been, and I was by my older brother as a child. So don't think for a second that I'm coming here with some naivety to men, because I have plenty of experiences with negative men. Does that mean that I'm going to look at those men and say, Brian's going to do the same thing? This gentleman over here is going to do the same thing? 90% of the population is going to do that? No. Give me a break.
It's not to say all men are going to do that. It's that we don't know who we're going to have that encounter with, so we don't want to take that risk.
For somebody that's terrified of men, you sure take money from them all the time.
I never said I was terrified of men.
Don't you escort?
It's the number one reason for unaliving pregnant women is their partner.
No. You're saying women would pick the bear because men most often commit crimes, which is true. Okay. So if Brian were to sit here and say women are the number one killers of their children in America every year, who would you rather leave your child with, a woman or a cougar?
Oh, that's a good one.
Are you going to sit there and be like, oh, it's the cougar? Because no, you're going to say give it to the woman.
97% of all perpetrators of child abuse is men.
Again, your mental gymnastics. I'm saying abuse and can we stick on that?
Yeah, and my little sister works for social services.
Mental gymnastics.
And
Great,
she
I grew up in it.
literally has
Cougar
had every
or a woman?
single case has been
Cougar
a man.
or a woman?
I don't even have a
Yeah,
kid. I don't think I should speak on it since I don't have a child. But you said that you're a mother.
No, it's called having a brain. It's called being
Felt the need to
educated.
fly to America and tell us how we should be.
Why does it matter? Notice how she completely avoided answering my question on whether or not she would leave her child alone with a cougar or a woman.
The possibility of being versus the possibility of nothing versus the possibility of like nothing versus or like nothing versus.
It's a disingenuous argument to avoid saying my argument is based off of a logical fallacy. We could just say what it is. That's fine.
Oops.
Oh, girl. Yeah.
The alpha widow is the guy who made the most alpha impression upon that woman of all the lovers, all the people she's been intimate with for all of her life. You're the most alpha she's ever been with. She's going to be alpha widowed for anybody that comes after you. She's going to be pining for that guy for the rest of her life. This meme is funny. How she looks when you tell her to block the guy who quote unquote raped her, because it's true. That's why her quote unquote rapist is the alpha she is widowed from. It's an unflattering truth about female nature.
Rollo Tomassi sells to men something called the alpha widow. The idea is that once a woman sleeps with a dominant enough man or an alpha, she's ruined forever. She'll always think about that one guy, always secretly craving him, never able to fully desire you. It's one of his most popular ideas, but it's complete garbage. Here's why. Rollo uses pseudoscience based on evolutionary psychology to trick his audience. The real Evo Psych finding that he's borrowing from is called the Coolidge effect, which is the renewed interest in novel partners. However, it's mostly observed in men. Dietrich Klussmann studied couples and found something that kills the alpha widow myth. A woman's desire correlates with the emotional closeness of her current relationship. When the connection is strong, the desire holds. When it fades, desire fades with it. There is no biological mechanism where a high status ex damages her ability to bond with you now. It doesn't exist. He had to invent it to create more insecurity to sell his. He sells this idea because it hands an insecure man an excuse. It's easier to believe some past alpha ruined her than to do the actual work of building a connection. Your partner's desire is not held hostage by someone in her past. It's built by how you show up now.
You know, modern women, so I get what some of these men and some of these women are saying when they say, man, you know, this is not the man that I married. This man changed. But wait. If a man says, this is not the woman I married, this woman changed, what do we hear? Oh, you got to accept me as I am. Well, you seem to be, and I'm not talking about, well, you know, my body changed, or, you know, I like a different style of clothes now. I'm talking about you've started consuming content. You've started watching these shows out here where, oh, well, I deserve this. I deserve more love. And, you know, if he's not doing this, sis, then who is he to you? What is he doing? All of a sudden, it's all right. All of a sudden, we not talking about no manosphere stuff. We not talking about no red pill stuff. All of a sudden, it's, oh my God, you're right. You are just a girl. You are just asking for the bare minimum. Why we not talk about that? When a man said, and I get it. I can look at the doctor and say, you know, if you want respect, you got to do things to earn it. Right? You got to do things. You can't just come in and start demanding respect. I can say that. But it sounded like there was something he said was right. Hey, you need to be cooking a little bit more instead of going out all the time. Especially in residency. He was right about that. Too many modern women, they get out here and they want to live the lifestyle. Oh, he changed. I mean, if you went to a financial advisor, they would tell you to do the same thing. Why don't I have any money? Because you're spending too much on fast food. You're spending too much on going out. That adds up. We're not talking about a treat here and there. Even if you do it twice a week, that's not every day. A lot of these modern women like to do it every day, or they're not eating anything at all. They go and eat some chips and a pickle and be like, that's it for dinner. You know what I mean? Come on, man. If you want the man, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't want the responsibility. Y'all want that man to go out there and do all of this work and be this and be that and slave away. Well, let me not exaggerate and say slave away, but you want that man to hold fast to what you want him to do. And I'm telling you, that man at some point in time, for a lot of those men, I know we like to say, oh, woe is me. Oh, poor woman. She just woke up one day and she was in this nightmare. But nobody says, hey, a man might have asked her to do something and she didn't want to. Well, I really don't want to do that. And they're having problems in their relationship. And the man is like, nobody understands me. And then he might be listening to videos, and one day he comes across a video and that video is talking about the things that he's going through. He's like, yeah, I understand that. So the next step is, if you don't want them watching this type of content, what are we going to do about it? What space are we going to give men to say, this is what I'm going through? This is how I feel about when my wife says this, or my partner says this, or women say this. How can we fix it? Well, fix it yourself. Do it by going out there and fixing yourself and going to therapy and doing this, and this. Heard. But when I come out of therapy, I'm going to be able to see you for who you are. I already do, but you've been talking a lot of trash lately and popping off at the mouth. When I come out of therapy, it's going to be none of that, because I'm not even going to be talking to y'all. And it's going to be the same women online talking about, where are all the good men? Hiding from you because I know you ain't changed. You're still the problem. But of course, we going to keep on talking about how the manosphere and red pill and all this stuff is a freaking problem. Sit down.
It's a very interesting thing called the blob test. How often was your wife giving you a... If the answer is anything but like, whenever I want, the moment that stopped was when your relationship stopped. The moment the blob became a chore job is the moment that she is no longer attracted to you and she's losing respect for you.
So true. I think his wife taught him that. Women talk about that all the time. It's just surprising to hear a man actually be aware and admit that. But it's actually accurate. Yeah, I agree.
I must be doing my job.
Do you get it whenever you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Back then, an average guy could get a traditional woman. And now what does he get? He gets a boss babe, a girl that's been ran through. He gets an ex. He gets a born-again virgin. But what do we get? We still get protection and provisioning. The average salary could cover an apartment. But the thing is, like, women, we want this lifestyle that's not even realistic nowadays. Like, we want men that make more than we do, and we want them to pay all of the bills. But it's like, we all have our nails done. We have, we get our hair dyed. We have makeup. We have all of this stuff that costs money because we want this lifestyle.
Yes. Where do I put it? On the ground. Who needs a man? Not me, baby. Not me.
You see? Oh my god. What the fuck? There's no oil. Now oil is coming, you see? Yeah.
Yeah, this is how a I don't need no man turns into a I don't need no car real quick. Ladies, it is okay to not know it all. And just because you have a girlfriend standing there videoing you and agreeing with your decision, it does not mean it is a good decision. I swear, it's always the ones that say that they don't need no man. They're this independent boss lady. They are the ones that get themselves into the most trouble, which is kind of painful to watch. But the truth is, I think that a lot of these women, they end up dating and finding a good man. And guess what? Their opinion about men all of a sudden changes. But you know what's sad is that we don't see that part. They don't post that part. And then this part is left out there for the internet to see. Men see way too much negativity. So it helps, ladies, that if you've had a positive experience and you are okay with being vocal about how you want and need your man, post it.
Being bold versus half-assing it. I feel like you're following me. Oh, loving the all black.
Huh?
I was saying I love the all black today. Yeah, have a good day. We got the all black, we're matching. Hey, you guys look really cute today. Have a good day. Okay, so we tried half-assing it. Those girls ignored me. Now let's open in a bold and ballsy way. Hey, excuse me, very random. I just want to say you look really pretty. Yeah, have a good day. You have a really great style, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name?
Tim, nice to meet you. Yeah, firm handshake too. It was impressive.
I have more than that.
Yeah, listen, you're impressing me today, okay? I don't know how much more I can take, so, all right, have a good one. Totally random and unprofessional. I thought you were, like, very cute. I just wanted to come say hi. I'm, like, walking around getting steps in. Yeah, what's your name? Very cool. I'm Tim.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. You have warm hands. It's nice. I was just outside.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, it's cold.
not good. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Instead of, do you live right here?
Yeah, I live,
Okay. Cool. I don't know this part of town, like,
Really?
at all. Okay, cool. I'll let you back to it. We'll grab that drink, okay?
If you want to stop wasting your time with dating apps and have better interactions in person like I do in my videos, I'm building free game plans for guys that are serious about leveling up their dating life this year. You can comment Game 26. answer a couple questions, and I'll build it for you for free.
Would you go ahead and would you go ahead and just
This shit is dead ass rage bait, bro. This can't be real. You are definitely his lesson, babe. Don't feel sorry for cheating on him.
43,000 fucking likes.
This shit has got to be a joke, bro. Is this an inside joke that
We're not inside on
100 women?
versus one accountability.
Please show me a time where accountability has won.
Ever.
You see how the other women in the comments are reinforcing the fact that it's not her fault, and she's starting to believe, oh, it's really not my fault.
It's his fault that I cheated.
Get the out of here, bro. I'm not even gonna let myself get mad at this shit. This is ChatGPT, bro.
This is Claude talking to ChatGPT and Grok. These are bots.
I read so many of these
Comments, I'm starting to believe that it wasn't her fault, bro.
Maybe it really was his fault that she cheated on him. Maybe he just wasn't good enough.
And she needed to explore her options, bro.
Send us back to the Stone Ages, bro. We need to go back to medieval times when nobody had social media. This is corrupting y'all minds. Everybody got the most unrealistic expectations about relationships in life because they see like Ruby Rose and Ash Cash
talking about how they get everything paid for, free Gucci, free Louis, but not Ruby Rose.
I'm sorry to break it to you. Somebody has got to be a regular person, and social media got y'all minds up thinking that each and every single one of y'all
Kim Kardashian. No.
This is a reminder for the girls, seriously, of what's out there. One of my closest, most dearest friends is a man, and I said to him, thank you for lunch. And he said, Brietta, do you know why I treat you so well? And I said, because you love me and value me and care about me. And he said, well, yeah, but it's because I want you to see and experience an example of how a man should be thinking of you and taking care of you.
Oh no, this is the equivalent of saying as a single woman to your male friend that I wish I could just find somebody like you. Hello, he's right there. He's literally right there. And he's obviously friends with you. He likes you as a person. And the worst part is that he probably still thinks that he has a chance with you, but you have him so far down deep into your friend zone that he's never going to see the light of day. He's never going to have that chance. And unfortunately, we've seen this play out. We've seen it where the man then finally does move on. He finds somebody that does actually want to be in a relationship with him. And then all of a sudden, you're interested in him in that way. Which is exactly why, guys, I always recommend if you're in somebody's friend zone and you're genuinely interested in her to be in a relationship with her at some point, you need to remove yourself from the friend zone. You got to get out. You got to stop doing all the crazy amounts of effort towards her, and you need to start focusing on other women. You need to start dating. And then trust me, the chance will either reveal itself or it was never there.
If you guys pick the bear over men because the statistics of men being, then I pick the bear over female teachers, because let's take a look at how many female teachers got arrested this week for molesting male students. First, we have this teacher who was sentenced to 15 months in jail this week for a 15-year-old boy and giving him drugs. Interesting. I'm pretty sure I've seen male teachers do the exact same thing, and they got like 5 to 6 years. Still not long enough, but a lot longer than 15 months. In fact, did you know that men spend 3 to 4 times longer prison sentences for the exact same crime that women do? Number 2 on our roster is these absolute hags that got arrested for, again, raping a little boy. I actually appreciate this article because, in case you haven't noticed, whenever it's a female teacher and a male student, they always use terms that implement, like, consent, right? That imply consent. They'll use terms like had sex with, relationship with. These guys called it for what it is, and I appreciate that. Here we have another teacher that kept her male student against his will for 4 hours while she him. Here we have number 4 of the week. Notice how they use the term have sex with. Yeah, no, that was a child, and you were them because children cannot consent. She was apparently training this little boy to become her slave. Now, this teacher didn't get a chance to her student because the police found this missing boy at her house before she ever got the chance, but you betcha that was on the itinerary. This teacher was an elementary school teacher, and her husband found out that she was cheating on him, and when he found out by her own admission that it was a 16-year-old boy, he called the police on her, and she is now being charged. And then we have this teacher who wasn't just busting one student in a closet, she did it to multiple others, including one girl. I have a feeling that that one girl is going to be the only reason why feminists actually care about this stuff. But then again, never mind, because feminists don't care if you're a woman and your perpetrator is a woman. It goes against the narrative. My biggest question is, like, where are all the feminists, right? Where's the Me Too movement? Where's the all-day, everyday therapist, mother-maid clan? Where are you guys? What I find interesting is when I bring light to male issues, there's always feminists in the comments being like, you don't care about women, because if you did, you would talk about women's issues too, which I do. But they never sing this song and dance whenever males are the victims. You never see feminists coming in being like, oh, well, we need to call out women too. We need to protect little boys too. No, never. Literally never. So I have a question for you guys today. Considering female teachers are most likely to rape your children and women are most likely to, and not just their children, but your children as well, would you rather leave your child alone with a cougar or a woman? Since I can already hear all the developmentally stunted men in my comments talking about, oh my God, where were these teachers when I was in school? Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop trying to project your fantasies onto literal children. Okay? Okay. Thank you.
And once again, we have the expectations of men for women. You need to be intelligent, you need to be kind, and you need to signal future resources, the potential. You don't even have to be rich, but you need to signal the potential for future resources. Now that we have that established, what can I expect from modern women? What can I expect? What can I look for? What can I hope for? What do you bring to the table? Because we continue to put out there, well, I want this, I want that, and really those are just the base level things that a woman wants. She's going to come up with a list. I want to da 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 da. It's going to be a list of about 50 things that she wants. She's going to write them all down. One woman, I think, had a list of 119 things. No joke. When a man says, I just want these 3 things. Crickets. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that for you. I don't know where you're going to find that woman at. Interesting. So the stuff that a man wants, can't give it to you. But a man better have 118 out of 119 things not only done and checked off the box checked, but you better be an expert at it.
How do you handle being in a relationship with a provider and a protector, but not emotionally available?
You don't. There's peace in being with a man who understands you. When you're dating, you are sitting across from someone who possibly may have to help you bury your parents one day. Who's somebody who possibly may have to call that funeral home when you just too emotional. This is what we're talking about. We ain't talking about a man who gonna pay for it. We talking about the man who's going to guide you through it, who gonna make sure you're all right after the situation is over with. And all I'm saying, baby, is if he ain't emotionally available, you don't be available at all.
Listen, nobody is perfect. We are not gonna get nobody perfect out here, sweetheart. And the fact of the matter is, for a lot of men that have the provider mentality, that's an old school mentality. Yes. All right, let me tell you. Yes. And a lot of old school men and men in general have a hard time expressing their emotions that way and being emotionally intelligent. A lot of them just emotional. So what happens is they lack somewhere. So would you rather have a man that's very emotionally intelligent, but he wants you to go 50-50? Would you rather have a man that's very emotionally intelligent, but he kind of soft and he not a protector? So you getting some things and some things you aren't, and you've been there 5 years, sweetheart. So you benefit in some type of way. Yeah. So
a manless life equals peace and tranquility. Like, that's what the guys don't understand. The guys cannot relate. The first thing they want to say is, so you're celibate? Like, yes, she's celibate because the alternative is to basically raise a whole man-child for a whole lifetime. Nobody wants to do that. Who wants to do that? Nobody. I mean, what you don't understand is that tranquility is knowing that you're not getting taken advantage of, that you don't have to wake up and someone's asking you what's for breakfast, what's for dinner. What does it matter? She's going to the gym. She is enjoying her time. She is at peace. She's safe. See, it was cool for guys because they had women convinced that the only way a woman was safe and secure is if she was with a man. But now she's not safe with a man. So guess what? It's easier to just not have the man at all. Enjoy the peace. Enjoy the freedom. Enjoy indulging in things that make you happy versus things that make you cry.
Some of you guys get upset and blame marriage as if marriage is the problem. No, actually marriage sometimes is a mirror and it's exposing you. Think about it. Dating allows a performance. Dating allows you to hide things that marriage is going to expose. It exposes a lot of things, like not being able to apologize without a but after it, exposing your pride, your control, your ego, your bitterness. Remember, marriage came from God. It's order, it's covenant, it's ministry, it's refinement. But like I said the other day, we keep bringing a worldly mindset into marriage and then we wonder why it crumbles. Think about the society that we live in nowadays. Women want the covering without the order. They reject it. But men want the authority without the responsibility. People wanting that kingdom outcome with their self. And these are all great reminders for myself too. Before we start asking God to send us that person, we have to ask him, like, God, reveal to me, show me what is inside of me that would hurt that person if you sent them to me now. Ladies, you can be asking God, like, show me, what am I calling independence, but yet it's still control? This could go for both. What am I calling standards, but I'm really operating out of fear? Men, ask God, God, show me where I'm calling it leadership, but it's still pride. Because like I said at the beginning, a marriage is not always a problem. Sometimes a marriage is the mirror. So if the mirror exposes it, don't try to defend it. Let God handle it and let God work through you. So whether you want to acknowledge it or not, marriage is a ministry, and ministry requires maturity. Y'all have a good day.
Let's talk about something that most men don't realize. There actually comes a moment in a woman's life when it finally hits her that she lost a man that she wasn't supposed to lose. Not because you were perfect, but because of the way that you showed up. You see, a lot of men don't understand their value while they're giving it. Listen, guys, it's in the little things that you do. The way that you listened when she was overwhelmed. The way that you stayed solid when she was all over the place. The way that you handled her with patience, discipline, and control. Even when she didn't deserve it. You see, you gave her something most men can't fake. That's presence, consistency, and emotional safety. And listen, she may not have valued it in the moment, but trust me, there is a time when it dawns on her that this I might never be able to replace. You see, guys, you have to understand that what you bring to the table isn't service level. It's rare. And you have to understand that you're bringing real value.
How tall are you?
Oh man, I'm about 5'6", cool 5'6".
You consider yourself a short king?
I would consider myself a short king, man. I'm a short king, man. Short kings, all 2024, man. We're winning, man.
So, as a short king, what would you say is the biggest misconception that people have about it?
Is that we're soft, bro. Like we don't get the respect we deserve, bro. People just step on us, you know, because they think of our height is just what makes us, bro. You know, so they don't look past that.
So have you dated women who are taller than you in serious relationships?
I tried to. They don't want to.
So your exes are all your height or shorter?
Yeah, my height is shorter. Unfortunately, I approach kind of taller women. They don't really perceive me as, you know, kind of the guy they go for. So if there's any tall girls out there, I like to climb trees. I like to explore, you know. So
how do you accept it?
It's tough. I cry, man. I cry. It's tough, man.
So one of the bros asked, how easy is it to get laid in Colombia? It is extremely easy. You just get on Bumble or Tinder, a couple of swipes, and you're going to be meeting up with people. And let me tell you, it is nothing like dating women here in America. Once you experience dating outside of America, you will never want to date women here in America again. I mean, so like once you exchange a couple messages, they will ask which hotel you're staying at. I mean, they will come to you, to your hotel. You go down to the bar, you get like 1-2 drinks. I mean, the next thing you know, you're going up to your room, having a great time. And then afterwards, you go out to dinner, you laugh, you talk. I mean, you get to know each other. You do that afterwards. Because here in America, you can spend hundreds of dollars, you can spend hours of your time, proving to this queen what a high value man you are, for nothing. Then you have to do the same thing again for a second, for a third day, and then maybe you will get lucky. So it's just boring here in America. Guys, go overseas.
And I don't give a call it what y'all want to call it. But a man who cannot settle down with one woman and has to continuously sleep with multiple women is a woman is not what he wants. That's why he go through so many. He still to this day is not satisfied with just a woman.
So based on your logic, is a woman who deals with multiple men? People, I think we're not taking this thing serious enough. We're overlooking the severity of it because the message is sometimes coming from a pretty face or a pretty body. But the generations are getting dumber and dumber. They're not improving. They're getting worse. Again, because this young woman is somewhat attractive and her body is attractive, we're missing the fact of how low IQ her thoughts are. And that is truly the capacity of these women that are coming after us. What that does that nobody's paying attention to, it creates a system where because your body and your face may still be attractive, but your intellect isn't, you get utilized for the value of your face and your body. Nothing past that. Because past that, there's nothing about you to take seriously. Definitely not an intellectual conversation. Listen. Could you imagine trying to talk to this young lady about the latest updates and upgrades of Grok, ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini, and where you anticipate them to be at in the near future? Right? So we're breeding a society where men are going to have to deal with women based on their body and their looks and treat them like they're being dealt with based on their body and their looks because they haven't much past that. They don't have much past that. So my point, ladies, when you get treated like you're being dealt with for sex, don't be shocked when that's all you have to offer. And before I go, here's a cheat code, ladies. If you know that you never say things that spark intriguing discussions or thought-provoking concepts, master the art of not talking much. That way people will never truly know where you stand intellectually. Right? Turbulence, people.
Man, this dude sat up in my face and said, you talking about a manless life equals tranquility and peace. Cool. And then talk about, so men are asking women, so you're really celibate? Yeah, they are, because they don't want to deal with you. Really? So we're going to sit up here lying? We're going to lie? And say that a lot of these modern women out here are celibate? What are we doing? We don't got to lie about it. Just say, I don't want you. I don't want to be with you, but I still want to play the field. I still want to get out there and ride a couple rides. Ride a couple horses. Mount a couple things. Just say that. Stop lying. Because when you come around and now you're saying, you know what? I really want a man. I really want to settle down. And that man says, sounds good. Sounds like you got your head on straight. What's your body count?